Let's see. Testing. Just give me a minute. I'm also gonna go live on TikTok. We're gonna break down some of this tape for a second. It's not gonna be a long live. I just wanted to get this done. I'm doing this mainly to see what's up with this connection that's been acting funny and finicky. So I just want to make sure that it's running better today. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I'm running live. Okay, we're live. Let me make sure the sound is working. Testing. I think the sound is working for now. Hold on. Just give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll get this going in a minute. I'm trying to get my TikTok live going as well. And then we'll get this thing going. All right, so we're going to be breaking down Dillion Gabriels' debut from yesterday. Breaking down all his passes and everything and seeing why he won't be in this starting role for long and why I should be playing. And this is just, I don't even understand what the Browns are doing. But before we do that, I want to show you guys last night. You guys always say, or the detractors of mine always say, oh, the NFL isn't rigged and scripted. It's real. You don't know what you're talking about, man. It's real. All right. So if it's real, explain to me why this happened. Let me get this set up real quick. For some reason, didn't go on both sides. I want you guys to pay attention to Chris Jones, okay, guys? Just pay attention. Chris Jones. If this thing you call NFL is real, why is Chris Jones, who's right here, right, number 95, right here, this guy, look at him standing there. Look at his effort. If this is real football, why is he standing there? Look at the quarterback, guys. Look at 95. How can that be real? I just want to know. Explain that to me, guys. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second. For some reason, the TikTok didn't go live, but I want you guys to pay attention to that. If the NFL is real, like you guys say it is, why is Chris Jones standing around? Just answer that question for me. Watch this again. Let's watch this again together. Look at 95. Look at his fat ass. He's didn't even rush into the line for one, right? So that's the first thing that he did wrong. He didn't even rush the line. This is going too fast. I want to slow it down a little bit more because you guys need to see his laziness. You guys need to understand the game is on the line, guys. They're on the 1 yard line. It's first and goal. You stop them, you win the game. So look at this. The quarterback literally stumbles and falls twice. 95 is right here. So he doesn't come in. Quarterback falls. He doesn't even try to go in and get him. Then he sits back and he falls again. He's just looking and there's no whistle, guys. Look, there's no whistle. You listen, there is no whistle. No whistle. So now that we've established that there's no whistle, why is 95 not pursuing? Could it be that he got told not to move and pursue? Look at him. He's standing there. He's the only one out of 11 guys. He's the only one. And he's supposedly the best player on their defense. He's not even trying. Not even trying to run. You got guys like right there. Look, you got a player pulling on his leg. You could have run in there and knock him down or something. But to walk and not even jog on the field, you didn't give any effort. You're the $100 million man. You get paid a $100 million contract. And this is the effort you're giving. And I don't give a shit who wins. I'm not a fan of any team in the NFL. But I expose every single team because of stuff like this. Look at this. Look at him. What is he doing, guys? He's the $100 million man. Why is he just standing there watching like us? We're spectators, right? Why is he not going after the quarterback? He's standing straight up, guys. Zero effort. He gets paid $100 million. Okay? There is no reason that he is not running. I'm not even saying that he'll make the play, but he has to at least pretend like he's going to run over there. But to just stand there like this, like I just want someone to, like, how can you defend that? How? How can you defend that? So I just wanted to show that for the fanboys. Now let's take a look at Dillion Gabriel. Let's look at this brother over here. Let's take a look at his tape. Alright, so the first play we got, I think it's going to be a screen. Oh, whoa. It's going too fast. We got to slow this down. I thought I did slow it down already. Alright, let's go back. They thought they were going to get that one in on us. Not today. Alright, so it's a screen play. And as you can tell, Minnesota did get a little confused. So right here, this is what I was saying yesterday. Dillion Gabriel, he's not like a quarterback that's going to like dice up a defense. He's not going to, it's basically Kevin Stefanski is going to have to draw up plays for this guy like this to get guys open. It's not going to be, oh, Dillion is making a great read, throwing guys open. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be trickery. That's what it is. But if you look at Minnesota, they're not really playing this very smart. You got nobody covering the middle guy at all. It was a D lineman that pursued on him first. So that tells me no linebacker had eyes on him at all. Just DBs. It's 2nd and 16, and they didn't cover the middle of the field at all. And they didn't even blitz on that play. So that was more of what the defense didn't do, more than what Dillion Gabriel did do. And that was most of the game. On his touchdown, same thing. You'll see it soon. All right, next play. Look at Minnesota. They're only rushing 3 guys. Late blitz. And you got a wide open guy in the flat. Look at his eyes, guys. Look at his eyes. He had eyes locked on Njoku. Or is that Njoku? Whoever that guy was across the middle. It was eyes locked on the entire time. Look at number 8. Don't look at anyone else. Look at number 8. Look at his eyes. They're only looking at one guy. Right there, that guy. That's it. No one else. He didn't turn his head to look at anyone else. And that's something that's going to get him in big trouble throughout this stint of his. I don't know how long he's going to be playing for. I don't know when they pull the plug on him to bring Shedeur in. But if you stare down receivers like that in the NFL, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. He got away with it there. Is this the touchdown or is it the next play? Oh, the Njoku. This is the Njoku touchdown. So this is another play. Let's slow this down real quick. So this is another play. This is more Stefanski than it is Gabriel. You know what I mean? Stefanski, he calls a man beater. He knew they were going to blitz, so he calls a play action. So that's going to bring the blitzer's going to go right in anyway. But the other guys that are in man coverage, they're going to look in the backfield, even though they should be looking at their man. That's just instincts. So that's going to buy you a step just based off of that because they're protecting the run. Because you got to think on this run, on this drive, they ran the ball 9 times. So the defense is going to think run first. So that's why he was able to pass so easily on this play and the next play you'll see. So this is just a play action. You got this guy flowing up. Let me bring my marker in there. This guy's going to flow up. You can already tell this guy is flowing a little bit. And you can tell this guy is most likely in man coverage over here. So Njoku's going to run, the skinny slant post, right? My marker messed up there. But Njoku's going to run the skinny slant. This guy's going to be behind him. So it's going to be impossible to make a play on it if Gabriel throws the ball inside, right? And away from the defender. It should be an easy throw. And I think that's what he does here. And let's see how it plays out. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Oh, no, it was the guy behind that was covering him. But either way, it's the same idea. So it ended up being this guy that covered him. Let's go back a second. It was this guy. And it's the same idea. He went outside leverage because Njoku went outside and then went back inside. So it gave the inside release. But one thing, let me see Gabriel one more time. I want to see if he looked off the throw on this one. So Gabriel is looking that way the entire time. Oh, he looked left. And then he looked back. All right, so he looked away this time, guys. He actually surveyed the field, but he overthrowed it. All right, so this isn't the touchdown, but he still did a better job than the last play on this, even though it was a bad throw. Not a terrible throw, but it just wasn't there. The defender had a better play on it than the offensive player. And I think that was Isaiah Bond, it's their speed guy. He should be getting open on that. You got to help your QB out, but I don't know. I just don't think there was a play on that one. I give him credit for trying to go to the end zone. You know what I mean? It's better than throwing it away, but there was just nothing there. All right, let's go to the next throw. Oh, this is the touchdown. Look at Minnesota. They're not even covering, guys. This is more of what Minnesota is not doing rather than Dillion Gabriel being great. You got a guy here not covering, then you got two guys here on one guy. This is just a mess. You know what I mean? So let's go back again. It's just a mess. If we look at what's going on here. No one covers the tight end. This is their rookie, right? Number 44. He comes right out into the flat. And 56 is laid on him. And that's on this play, 56 was playing end. Look at how he plays it. Look at 56, guys. Look at how 56 plays it. He pulls his arm. He doesn't even hit him. And that does nothing. He doesn't slow him down at all. 56 is late, and 25 looks like 25 was also late. So if you're giving an NFL player steps like that, 1, 2, 3 steps, you're going to get beat in the flat every time. And the thing about this play is Gabriel looked immediately was to the flat. It was almost like that was the only read for the play because he rolled left, and this was the only action left. You got number 3 coming late. Number 3 would have been open, guys, unless 25, or is that 26? I can't tell. That would have been open, and the crosser was open either way. So Minnesota literally just didn't cover that play well. It was more, this is a better angle that we get here. Let's try to pause it right here. See what I mean? Bro is already outflanked by almost 3 yards. Right here, you can see it's almost 3 yards distance there. This is number 26. This is like a 5-yard distance. This guy is literally wide open. Literally, guys, I'm not trying to be funny here. You or I could make this pass right over the top of here. This is just, the defense just didn't cover. You had a flat player wide open. And then, guys, remember what I said about the number 3 guy crossing? I think this is Jerry Jeudy. He also has a step on this guy, and he's crossing wide open here. So... And right here, you also got this block right here. This guy is not going to make the tackle on the sack because you got a guy here just blocking him off. So really, if Gabriel really wants to, let's just say that this gets covered. Let's say this isn't here. If he wants to, in a future play, if they run this again in the future, he could keep rolling and running this in. No, he wouldn't run this in because 26 would be there. So that running it in is not an option. What he could do is run this way, extend the play, and then you have number 3 on the cross. So that's something in the future that I would like to see him utilize. That's if he's even the guy. Me, personally, I want to see what Shedeur can do, but let's just say Gabriel gets another few weeks. I want to see him extend plays, and I want to see him win the football game rather than not, or a play not to lose. You know what I mean? It felt like he was just trying not to lose the game. He didn't take any risks. I know it's scary back there, and you, throwing it and it feels like guys aren't open, but really in the NFL, a guy is open. If you can see a step, a guy is open. It's more or less, are you going to take the risk and fit the ball in there, or are you just going to throw it away or throw a pick? That's really the NFL, guys, because it's not going to be like college. It just isn't. You're not going to get that kind of time like you did at Oregon where guys are open by 5-10 yards. It happens sometimes. Like on this play, number 3 was open for a while. This play, he's open for a while. It happens sometimes, but on every given play, like that last play, that guy was draped all over him. All right, let's go to the next play. Let's see what he does on this play. Let's see how it breaks down first. Looks like a false start on the right tackle. I'm looking at his eyes. He's looking right in the flat, guy. He's not even looking down the field. Look at Gabriel. He's not even trying to look down the field. This guy, this is something you got to throw at. An NFL quarterback. Let me move this out of the way since we're going the other way. Let's put this here. But guys, an NFL quarterback needs to press the field here. Let's look at what I'm talking about. Let's pause right here. All right, so right now, guys, Gabriel, he's not even looking down the field. So you're most likely, usually on these type of routes, what you get is a flat route, right? You get a medium route, and then you get something in behind deep, like a corner or something. Whatever, a pole, who knows? But it's usually 3 levels to it. The problem is you got to look deep, medium to short. The problem is right here, Gabriel is looking short first. You can tell because his shoulders are facing, we can see the letters of his numbers, of his name and numbers. The way you know he's looking down the field is if he's turned his shoulders a little bit. We shouldn't be able to see his numbers at all. That's how I know he's looking to the flat immediately and nothing else. And that's the problem. Cleveland, they're looking for a quarterback that's going to win them games, not a guy that's trying to keep his job and not lose. And they ended up losing anyway. So if you play like that, you end up losing anyway. So you might as well play to win. He should have just tested this out here. I think he does he? Nope, he goes right to the flat. Look at Njoku, guys. This is what I mean. You got to let the play develop. And the question I'm asking myself is, why is he so quick to pass here? You know what I mean? The blocking is great. 97's not in your face, really. Like, you have time here to extend just a little bit longer, guys. Let it develop just a little longer. Like, I'm saying, even just 1 more second. Because, guys, he waits 1 more second, and Njoku looks like he's breaking open here. You get a catch and run for a big play. That's what the Browns need. They need a guy that's going to take risks, and that's what Shedeur would do. Shedeur makes passes like that. If you guys saw my breakdown on YouTube, he is more like, he's not like a Lamar Jackson. That's not his game. He's not going to run around like that. He plays more like Tom Brady. He's trying to get the ball down the field. If it's not there, he's going to check it down. But the thing is, what makes him a little bit different, he holds it a little bit longer because he's trying to get the big play. And that's what you want to see. You want a guy that's not scared to try it. You might throw an interception, but guess what? You might get a big play and you might win the game. That's what it's about. Because these throws right here to the flat, that's not going to win you the game. You're going to get 4 or 5 yards. You might get a first down here and there, broken tackle, But eventually, they're going to shut the door on this. When the game is on the line, the flat is not going to be open. They're going to take that stuff away when the game is on the line, and they're going to tell you, are you going to throw it deep? Can you throw it deep? Will you throw it deep? I hope he can. Like, I'm rooting for Gabriel, but I don't know, guys. I just don't know. It seemed like a guy that was timid. Look at this right here. You got a guy open here. He doesn't even look his way. He's looking left the entire time, guys. That's going to be a problem. You're going to get away with this against Minnesota, against their, guys, a bunch of guys hurt. Backups in here. He's looking left the entire time, guys. You got a guy open. He completed it this time, right? But look at this. Njoku was open, guys. This is going to be a problem. Guys, this is going to be a problem. He completed the pass, but it's not about completing passes. It's about winning the game. It's about making the big play. And all of us see it here, guys. He throws here, right? He throws it there, but the problem is Njoku is wide open. Njoku has 3 steps on the guy. Why is he not throwing it to Njoku? That's my question, guys. And I'm not nitpicking here. I really want to know. This is an NFL throw to make. You want to make this throw right here. That's the throw to make. I want to know why he's not making that throw. Why is he settling for a flat play? He got the first down, but guess what? You can get the first down and much more if you throw deep. And that's not even that much deeper. We're talking 5 more yards. He can't make a 5 more yard difference. I don't know, guys. It's not faring well if this is what we're seeing. And I'm looking at this at the same time as you. I didn't even review this before. I'm just seeing this now. I didn't realize that he was leaving guys open like this. That is a wide open player, guys, on any metric. All right, let's keep going. Look at Njoku, guys. He's wide open. He lifted his arm. He even, look at his body language, Njoku. He even looked pissed he didn't get the ball. Like, they got the first down, but guys, Njoku literally could have had a touchdown. All right, let's look at the next play. Play action. Play action is going to work because, all right, guys, hold on. We got guys open. He didn't launch it. Right here, this guy. Let's pause right now. Actually, let's go back a little further. I want to go a little bit. Let's pause right now. Look at his eyes, guys. What is he even looking at? You got a guy open right here. He's got to be able to throw this with touch right over the linebacker and hit this guy right there. Same thing on this side. The seams are open. The seam is open here. Same thing on this side. This is an NFL throw. These guys are open. These are open receivers, guys. He's not throwing the ball. It's almost like he's scared to throw an interception. You can't play this position that way. You cannot play the position scared. You're going to throw interceptions. It's part of the game. But are you going to make the throws necessary, guys? That's what I'm asking here. Is Dillion going to make these throws necessary? And as of right now, he just isn't. You can't tell me, guys, that this throw isn't here. Whoops. You cannot tell me, guys, that this throw right now is not here. If you saw where I paused it and where he ran before, both of those guys are open. And I liked Dillon Gabriel in college. I liked the way he played. But right now, I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Look at this. This is open. He's looking here. He sees him. The only thing you could say is maybe he's too short. Maybe he can't see over the line. And if that's true, that's a problem. Because the guy you drafted, 60 picks later, is 4 or 5 inches taller. Shedeur is a true 6'2", guys. They say Dillon Gabriel is 6 foot tall, but they're being nice. This brother is 5'9". He's a 5'10"er, guys, if he's lucky, depending on what shoes he's wearing, cleats. So if he can't see over the line, guys, that is a problem, and that is on Kevin Stefanski. If you know your brother can't see over the line and can't do anything to, maneuvers to see over the line like Drew Brees did, getting on his tippy toes, you got to get him outside the pocket almost every damn time, because you know he's not going to see these passes. He's not going to see these receivers open. He's just not. It's not possible because he doesn't have the capability to see over a 6'8" lineman because he's only 5'9". So to say he's Tua, that's a diss on Tua. Tua would make this throw, guys. I know Tua doesn't have the strongest arm, but Tua makes this throw. Tua makes this throw. We've seen it. So don't tell me that this guy is Tua. He's not. He seems more like a very decent backup, and there's nothing wrong with that, but let's call a spade a spade. Look at this. Open. Then he goes right to the flat. Right to the flat. And it's not even complete. He gets batted at the line, guys. That's a bad play. I'm sorry, guys. That is not a good play. He seems scared back there. All right, let's see what happens here. Good blocking. Open guy, doesn't even look at him, right to the flat, guys. This is becoming a theme. This is a theme, guys. This is something that's happening over and over. He's not even looking. Look at his eyes. He's only looking to the flat. That's it. His vision is only to the flat. This isn't an NFL starting quarterback. I'm sorry, guys. This is not an NFL quarterback. That's where his vision is. It's nowhere else. You can't win championships like this. And also, it looks like Njoku, I could be wrong, but it looks like Njoku is sneaking in behind here. You got to have the anticipation to see that. You can hit the pass right in there. So we got one guy open, two guys open, potentially right here. This guy might not be open. This guy might be drawing the zone to allow this guy over here to get open. So the problem is he's not looking elsewhere. And the thing is, even if he did, would he be able to see them? Because he's so short. So there's just multiple layers and multiple issues here. Oh, whoops. All right, let's see what happens. I think Njoku breaks open No, he doesn't. But this guy, all right, he throws to the flat, a 0 yard completion. Now he gets a yard, a couple yards, right, for the yak. But that's not what we're looking for, guys. Does Tom Brady just look to the flat only and that's it? Or does he dump it off when nothing's open? You know what I mean? Does Mahomes look to the flat only? Or does he look down the field and throw to the flat late? I'll let you be the judge because you know the answer to that. All right, let's move this to this side now. All right, we got an open guy again. He's not letting it rip. It's a theme, guys. I'm starting to see a theme here. He's not letting it rip. You guys see the open guy? He's right here. You got to let this rip. But he's most likely, I don't know where he's going to throw this, but I have a feeling he's going to throw here. But this is the guy that you have to get the ball to. Let's see where he goes with it. He has good blocking, so I don't want to hear the lineman didn't block. This is great blocking. If Shedeur had this blocking, he's going to make the big plays down the field. And they're calling a flag, so that's coming back anyway, most likely. But that's what it is. He's throwing... I think there was a stat, guys. They're saying that Dillion Gabriels didn't throw more than 15 yards down the field. That was like his furthest pass. That was the lowest of any other quarterback. Look at this. Another flat pass. That's all he does, guys. It's flat passes. That's it. Nothing else. This guy was open. This guy is open, guys. By NFL metrics, number 3 is open. And that's why he was getting frustrated. Jerry Jeudy was. He said, look at the tape. I'm looking at the tape. You see how this ball is out of his arms, out of his hand already? The problem is it should have came here. This play is a bang-bang play. You get the snap. This guy needs to get the ball before he's even turning. This fat boy is not making a play on the ball. I'm sorry. He's not athletic enough. If this guy actually is a dog and actually knows how to play the position, this is the guy you throw to. All right? They're playing zone, clearly. You throw in between the zones right here. But he's not confident enough to make those throws. And that's why he keeps throwing to the flat. That's the only thing he can see. He can't see anything else. And I'm starting to realize the problem here. Dillion can't see anything else. And I was looking at him at the podium. He even looks like a little kid at the freaking podium. He looks like a little kid at the podium. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing a little kid out here. It's another flat play, guys. All right, we'll look at a few more plays here because it's just looking like the same old. Play action. And they get him. So he's not quick enough to get away. So he's not quick enough to run the redraws, so that's going to be a problem. And that's not even something they would do with Shedeur, because Shedeur is not known to do that. So we don't even have to worry about thinking about that. Great blocking again. This time, no one's open. I'll give him that this time. So now he just runs and tries to get something. So that time, no one was open. So I'll give him that. Is he fast enough to make a play? Yeah, and he's able to get by a guy, but gets shoelaced, and they would have to punt that. That's 4th and 2. A team would punt that. But let's face it, Lamar makes a guy miss there. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, those guys, they all make a guy miss, you know. That's just not who Dillion is or what Dillion is. Let's move this a little bit faster. This is just Dillion holding the ball and not seeing anyone. I'm pretty sure no one was open, though, again. It's hard to see because we can't see back here. But then again, the pressure was on him. But then again, they didn't block at all. Look at that. The left guard didn't block anyone. Look at him. Look at the left guard, guys. And you're telling me this NFL isn't rigged and scripted? Look at this left guard. He doesn't block anyone. This guy right here. That guy right there. Look at what he does. Or look at what he doesn't do, really. Literally, they had everyone lined up. Everybody was assigned for, except the fact that this guy didn't block, and this guy looks like he also didn't block. So that's 2 guys on your O-line that just chose not to do anything. and you think the NFL is real somehow. Guy right in front of you, you just choose not to block him. Watch the guard right here and the tackle just not block. Well, it's the tackle, actually. Look at him. What is he doing? What is 72 doing? Besides nothing. He didn't even look at the guy that was in front of him. It's like he saw him and turned away from him and let him run in. It's almost like he was like, let me in. Here we go. Watch it. Oh, they didn't show it. It's a different play. Never mind. I thought they were going to show it from behind. This time he blocks the guy in front of him, but last time he didn't. He's like, oh, this time I'll do it. All right, so this time it looks like we have a nice pass. He doesn't throw to the flat this time, so that's good. Zig route. Guy, he's just wide open. This is just a wide open throw. So it looks like he'll only throw down the field if the guy is wide open. So that's going to be a problem, guys, because that's not going to happen too often. You're not going to have guys just wide open like that. So I'm starting to realize what kind of quarterback they have here. And let's face it, Johnny Manziel was better, in my opinion. He threw that short of the sticks. Next play. David's open. That's the throw you got to make. He doesn't have the arm strength. That's the throw, guys. That is the throw you want to make, but he just doesn't have the arm strength. He could have also pumped here and then went here as well. So, I mean, I don't think he just has the arm strength for a lot of these throws that need to be made. To zip this one in there. You think Josh Allen would have missed that throw? You got a guy open here he could have gone to. You got a guy right here as well. So, there's guys that are open, guys. I don't want to hear that, oh, they didn't have any open guys. Yeah, they did, guys. We're seeing the tape right now. Guys are open. He's just not hitting them. He's getting blocking, except for a couple plays here and there. He's getting the blocking. Here's a screenplay, blocking, nobody around at all. So the blocking's there, guys. The defense played their tails off. The receivers are getting open, guys. They just need a quarterback that can get these guys the ball. Isaiah Bond is a speed guy. Jerry Jeudy's a quality receiver. I don't want to hear they don't have guys to throw to. They do. They need a guy that can consistently get them the ball down the field. Like, what was that? Like, he just didn't even give the guy a chance. And he didn't even look anywhere else but there. It's almost like they're calling one route. They're calling a route for one guy, and he's just locking onto them and no one else. That's almost what it feels like. And that's just not going to get it done. Especially against a really good defense. They're playing the Steelers this week. I'm not saying they're world beaters, but they got T.J. Watt, they got Jalen Ramsey, they got some veterans over there. So this is going to be a test for him. These short passes worked against Minnesota. They don't have any good DBs and a beat-up defense. It worked against Minnesota, man, but a lot of these plays aren't going to work against these better teams. The teams, and even in their division. These plays won't even work against the Ravens, and they have the worst defense in the league as of right now. This was a risk he took, guys. This is a risk. Out of all the risky throws, I didn't really like this. Like, it got completed, it worked. But honestly, I didn't like this throw. Like, it could have gotten picked off. Let's say he's playing against the Denver Broncos, right? Patrick Surtain. You don't think Patrick Surtain would pick that off? So it worked out that it was a DB that wasn't that good. But against a good DB, that's just not going to work out that way. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it off here because this is where it starts to act a little finicky. Yeah, we're going to stop it here, guys. We broke down enough. The main point of this breakdown of what we saw is Dillion, his first option is always the flat. He struggles to throw down the field. He struggles to see over the line. He's not overly athletic. He won't take too many risks down the field. But the positives about him is he'll run your offense. He'll be accurate with the football. He won't make too many mistakes. You know what I mean? So he does have some positives, but he has things to work on, guys. He could turn it around. He had a short week. He only had 2 days to prepare for the game, so I'll give him that. He has a whole week now to prepare, so I'm going to be a lot tougher on him next week. So be prepared for the next breakdown. YouTube guys, thanks for watching. TikTok, stay tuned for my next live. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all y'all. And I appreciate everything y'all do.